Joseph likes to say the number. Go for it.
Go, Joseph. Go. Hit me.
Well, originally it was 500,000 was our goal, but I think we're on track right now to do over $1 million. So
yeah, you are. So far, you did how much this year?
Right at 88,000. Then we got some others in the pipeline. So
yeah.
So Joseph, since you're my numbers guy, could you, if you don't know, it's okay, but like out of the 7 deals driving for dollars, do you know how much y'all made with those?
I think around 55,000.
Lord.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Hey, Ryan, how's it going?
Well, how are you?
I'm doing great. I'm so excited to talk to you guys. And this is your partner, I'm guessing.
Yes, Joseph is on there, but he should be checking in soon.
What's your market that you're in then?
So we're in Birmingham, Alabama, but I grew up with a landlord dad and bought my first 2 rentals here on Amelia Island or Fernandina Beach.
Oh, well, and you make it sound so nice being like on an island. I don't know that area personally, but an island in itself just sounds nice.
Yeah, that's why I always say it's Amelia Island, but it's Fernandina Beach, the city of Fernandina Beach. Yeah.
And it's still in Florida, so it's still great. So
exactly.
Hi, Joseph, right?
Yes.
There he is.
Yes.
Awesome. Welcome. I'm so glad that you could be here with us.
Yeah. Thanks for having me. Excited to be here.
Awesome. Okay. So y'all are in Birmingham, Alabama. And well, I guess, so are you is it right? You're a deal finder? You're a driver? No.
We're partners and we're the only people in our, in our company right now. So.
Oh, that's so cool. So how did you two meet?
So bigger pockets, you want to tell them the bigger pocket story? Sorry.
Yeah.
So
actually my mother-in-law is a nurse at the hospital here in town, and she used to work with Ryan. And I happened to reach out to local investors in the market. And Ryan actually happened to reply, and he actually happened to work with my mother-in-law. So it was just a crazy story how we came together. And then we just, got to know each other over the years, and we both had interest in real estate. So we just decided to come together, and we hit the ground running since. So.
Oh my gosh, what a small world.
Yeah, it's a crazy story because we would meet for coffee, and he actually took action on the dreams of being a real estate investor and became an agent. And I saw him growing and dominating that arena via Facebook. And I'm just trying to work my tail off in nursing, doing a bunch of overtime, thinking I was making good money. And I was really burning myself out. And I got burned out and started driving for dollars. Just wanted to download a DealMachine, started doing it on my own. I sent him my Facebook page link, and he's like, dude, let's partner up and do this together. And it's just, once we came together, we really started making some money. It's been great.
So when did this all happen? When did you guys first start doing this together?
December, early
December. Yeah, it was like the first week in December. So.
Oh my gosh, like this last December?
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So new. And you like blew up our Facebook community group. And so like what do you want to just dive in and tell us about that deal or those deals?
Yeah, one thing I wanted to emphasize before we and Joseph, you can give all the details. We literally just filed for our LLC 2 days before we got a $33,000 check. And the day before we got, I think it was the actual day we closed, we opened our bank account. Like, it happened so fast. It was crazy.
You guys are just like on the fast track. You're like, it's still blowing my mind that y'all just met in December and started this.
Yes.
Yeah,
so we started.
My bad.
We started the company in December, and we're on track to do about 88,000 this month. So I don't know. We have no plan Bs, so we're just kind of we're 100 miles an hour. I don't know. We both have a passion for this stuff. So.
And you're the only two driving.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna let you guys. My questions, I'll write them down once I have them because I'm gonna have a ton. But go ahead. Tell us all about it.
As far as the first deal, we're actually still trying to close the first deal. It's been kind of a troublesome deal, but these 2 we closed. I guess you want to tell them about Irondale, but the other one in Norwood, Norwood is a nice regentrifying area. It was literally the first area, well, the second area I chose to drive. The first area was definitely a war zone, and I thought I was going to get shot a few times. But the other area was regentrifying, a lot of old historical homes, and it was on the driving for dollars list. I mailed them, and then we started cold calling. Joseph had a Vulcan dialer. He used to cold call through his agency business, and we got on that, and that's when all the action started happening, when we started cold calling.
And you guys are the ones that cold call too?
Yes, we drive for dollars, cold call, and as you might imagine, we're trying to figure out our first hire right now already.
Well, I can imagine with how fast y'all are moving, that does not shock me that you guys do need it. It blows my mind that you guys are just doing at the volume you're doing at the scale you're at. Like, that's really awesome.
Yeah, and I want to add, I think, so we did try pulling some lists through PropStream, and that seemed to work, but our contact ratio seems to be a bit lower. So the driving for dollars, you get things that aren't necessarily, may not be on a list, but they may. But I think it drives down to get to the deal faster when you're driving for dollars. So we maybe called 300 people before we got both of these deals, 300, 350,
Wow.
before we got both of these deals under contract.
Yeah. So in total, we've done about 10 deals since we became a business company, and about 7 of those are from driving for dollars. So we're firm believers in that. I think that'll become our main deal source.
Oh my gosh, I love that. And do you guys, I'm always interested on how like the cadence goes. You said, are you guys just cold calling, or do you send out marketing as well, or texting or anything?
Right now we just cold call. So we drive and then we cold call, but we've been talking about hiring some drivers to pick up our lead, just our leads per week.
Oh yeah. I mean, you guys are going to be hecka busy here soon. Well, you are right now, I'm sure. So how do you manage do you guys set specific times to drive, or do you have a goal to reach every week of the volume of properties you want to get in?
Yeah, initially we were wanting to do 250 homes per week, driving for dollars. And so we set a pretty rigid schedule for Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, cold call 9 a.m. to 12. And for the afternoon, we kind of handle business admin stuff and drive Tuesday and Thursday. But we haven't stuck to that schedule very well, but we're trying to figure out the rhythms of the business right now.
I mean, that's a really good, solid way to start, though. You guys started with a process, and that's where it starts. And then you got to just be a chameleon sometimes. I mean, investors, I always find that's why I'm so thankful y'all took the time to meet with me, because I know how busy you guys are, and things just kind of like pop up. Somebody can call you back. When you're cold calling, this is probably an odd question, but when you're cold calling, do you guys leave a voicemail on the first call?
So, yeah, Joseph has more experience with it, and he said he usually doesn't, but I don't know. I felt like I was leaving stuff behind if I didn't, so I'll leave a voicemail. And I've gotten maybe 5 replies from voicemails, so that seems to be helpful. Like, I guess in theory, the best way, do it all. You want to, if somebody's not answering after repeated calls, go ahead and email blast them, text blast them, send the mail. I think we might be leaving some deals on the table by not mailing. I did send some out, maybe 350 to 400 in that first initial phase when I was doing it on my own. I got a few pieces back, maybe 15 to 20 pieces back. I had one lady hold on to her mailer, so it made me stick out when I finally got onto the phone. Actually, two. So the mail, it's kind of like, I guess, the tactics of war. If you want to contact somebody, try to get them from every angle.
Yeah. No, you're not the first person to tell me that someone's held on to that marketing and like put it on their fridge, and they're like, well, maybe not now, but it's like a business card for you. Like, you just have it there for them.
Exactly.
You guys are just like rapidly growing. What is 2021 like? What are the goals for this?
Joseph likes to say the number. Go for it.
Go, Joseph. Go. Hit me.
Well, originally it was 500,000 was our goal, but I think we're on track right now to do over $1 million So
yeah, you are, because you said
Yeah.
this month, so far you did how much this year?
Right at 88,000, and then we got some others in the pipeline. So
Yeah.
So Joseph, since you're my numbers guy, could you, if you don't know, it's okay, but like out of the 7 deals driving for dollars, do you know how much y'all made with those?
I think around 55,000.
Lord,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
It's been incredible.
Congratulations, you guys. This is like so exciting to hear. And I just love hearing the journey that we can be a part of with you guys. So are you guys on the professional plan then? Are you on basic?
We just bumped up to
Yeah.
we just bumped up to the professional plan.
Perfect. I was just going to say, if you haven't yet, you got to do it to get your drivers. And that way y'all can start ramping up some more, getting more leads in.
Absolutely.
And we actually just dropped, I'm allowed to say this now. We just dropped our SMS engine. So we actually now provide texting through the app. So,
Wow.
So that's something else to let you guys know. I mean, that'll eventually form into, all the things, but I just love the commitment you guys have to cold calling. Like, so Joseph, do you have more experience in cold calling then? Is that what I'm getting?
A little bit. Yeah. So, over the years as an agent, I would always call for listings and, but I hated being an agent. I like this business so much better. So, Ryan's really taken on, he's doing great. He's great on acquisition side. So, he's good at locking up the deals and I'm good at dispo. So.
Oh, perfect. So you're the yin and yang. It's like just perfect. Do you still have your license though then, Joseph?
I do, but I'm thinking about giving it to my wife and letting her, passing that business on to her. That way I can just focus on wholesaling.
Well, and so I'm finding more people have their real estate license. So that way, if it doesn't make sense wholesale wise, they do wholetailing.
Yeah.
And so then they list it. So that's like, I feel like that's just wholetailing. I swear this industry just brings up so many new terms all the time. You just make up things, but the wholetailing sounds so interesting. So I love that you have that resource for the MLS and everything like that. And man, Ryan, you just like dove in, man, like, and you're in it now. So are you doing this full time now?
Yes, I'm taking a little break until we get this thing up and running. It may become totally full time because so I can literally make in a month 3 months worth of nursing salary. So it's
good Lord,
really hard to go back.
Oh yeah.
The nursing taught me a lot. I guess it helps me build rapport because I'm used to listening to patients and talking to them and kind of easing their worries. And so I'm used to shooting the breeze with people and just building rapport. And so, yeah, it's been a good lesson, but I'd like to keep it up, keep my license up there, just for plan B, work 1 day out of the month and keep my license up.
Well, thank you so much for working through all of this craziness this last year. Like, you are one of the heroes of this last year. So I want to say on behalf of all of DealMachine, thank you.
Well, no worries. Like I told everybody else when it started getting bad, I'm like, most people are like, I didn't sign up for this. I'm like, well, you kind of did, you wanted to take care of people no matter what. There's other sicknesses out there that are, you can catch. So we just got to do our job the best we can.
And now you're pivoting to, instead of helping people on the health wise, you're helping them in the financial and like life side, like life. I don't know what I'm trying to say. On the life side of things, you guys are helping them out of situations.
We're still trying to bring people's quality of life up.
Yeah. So what would you say, since you guys are very new as a company, what would you say? I always like to, maybe one from each of you, what would be a piece of advice you'd give someone who's, just starting out in this, to really kind of get them going?
I'll go first. I mean, you don't have to spend $1 million. Just get DealMachine, drive for dollars, low hanging fruit. Just get those, spot the distressed properties and just start calling people. You don't have to do anything elaborate. So.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Yeah. Take action. That's one thing. I think if Joseph and I didn't come together, I would have spent so much time planning, trying to structure the business instead of just taking action. So I made maybe 3 cold calls before we partnered up, and then the day we started partnering up, we called at least 100 people. And you got to just call people, get out there, take some action.
I love that because you guys are kind of holding each other accountable then
Yeah.
too, as to if you've called so many. And so this is going to lead into another question because I'm thinking of things that people ask when they're going into partnership or if they're wondering about partnering with somebody. What's something that like makes a good partnership to work? Because I've heard of so many people having like, you know, issues, but what makes your partnership work and what other people could take from that?
Just make sure you have the same values, make sure you have the same beliefs, make sure you have expectations going into the business, and clearly define roles, and the same vision too.
Setting expectations is key. And as soon as you can, write out a business plan so you have it in writing, who's doing what and when they're doing what, and you know how timelines, set goals together. And it's okay if you two have a difference in opinion on the small things, and you're gonna maybe want to, you know, drive a different neighborhood, but you know, it's okay. Let your partner choose this time, and if you want to go the next time, go ahead. And since Joseph has more experience in real estate, if we kind of differ on opinion on something, we think about it for a while. And we also have an investor friend of his out in California. Shout out to Ash Neal. We call him up and get his wisdom to just kind of help us think things through.
I love that. That's so good to know. You actually answered one of my questions about like if you guys came up with a business plan or anything like that. So outlining it probably just helps knowing what lanes each person's going to be in.
Absolutely. We did our operating agreement the other day, and we digest a ton of podcasts. So we basically got a business structure from Brent Daniels, the TTP, Mr. TTP. Shout out to Mr. Brent Daniels. He's been a very helpful resource. On one of his podcasts, he mentioned doing, so when you start getting all this money flying at you, it's easy to go out and buy a Tesla or get crazy with it. But he mentioned it's good to take 33%, set it aside for taxes, because you're going to have to pay that. Uncle Sam's going to want his 33% back into the business for operating expenses, and then we split 33%. Now, our operating expenses are pretty low right now, so we're just doing, 20% in taxes, 10% for business expenses, and we split the other 70.
And you guys split it just right down the middle?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Now, he was coming up with all these JV deals from his contacts as an agent, and he started getting a ton of JV deals flying at him. I'm like, dude, hey, if I understand, you know, I don't know much about these, just if you want to keep those yourself, keep them. But he's been a really gracious partner, and he's like, dude, this is us, man. We're splitting it 50-50.
Oh my gosh.
That's caused me to want to raise the bar and work harder and help out.
How worlds collide though. Like, this is so amazing that you guys are now really close. And do you guys have like sorry, I'm big about processes and I'm interested, but like, do you guys, I know you probably talk every day, but do you guys have like a set meeting time, like monthly, weekly, to like talk about the business? Or is that just kind of like every day?
So yeah, we it's the first 30 minutes of every day. So we get to the office at 9, 30 minutes meeting, and then we hit the ground running at 9:30.
I love it.
Yeah, initially we set it every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday in the morning. We'll have a little huddle, kind of like when I was a nurse. We just kind of touch base. And I called it the state of the business meeting.
Oh, I like that.
We just break it down. So yeah, state of the business meeting at 9 a.m. We cold call immediately after that, break at 11. Then we started to go to lunch. It's funny, the Galleria is a local mall in Birmingham, and there's this co-working place. We go up there. That's where our meeting place has been a lot of the times, or if we just meet in Panera and crush it and make money in Panera. But we would go have lunch in the mall and walk around, do a couple laps around the mall, and just take a break from sitting in the office. And we get back up there and do like customer relations type stuff, call buyers and call sellers just to build a relationship with them. Like the seller side, we would just follow up with people we had going to closing to make sure we're still good. They're not getting antsy and wanting to back out. And that's basically how we set it up.
That's amazing. So is this one, I know you said the first deal is still coming to fruition here of like moving towards what hurdles have you had to go through with that?
Tenant, a Section 8 tenant that does not want to move. She loves the house and it's a really nice area. So, and she just doesn't want to move. So we offered cash for keys and she just wanted to stick it out there. And we locked it up a little bit high. So it's been not kind of just hard to move.
Yeah, that's
Go ahead. Sorry, Joseph. Go ahead.
No, that's fine. That's another advice I'd give to new wholesalers is try to find some buyers that don't mind tenants, that know how to operate around that. So, because you're going to run into it a lot.
That is very good advice. I haven't heard that one, but I should hear it more because I do hear this issue quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
So,
absolutely.
How many buyers do you guys have on your list, if you don't mind me asking?
So we're actually still in the process of building it. I think we only have like 110 right now.
That's still really good.
But we have like about a handful of really good buyers. So we're still in the process of building it out.
Yeah, we got a turnkey company, some for out-of-state investors and local investors that they're kind of our go-tos. They buy a lot.
Okay, that's awesome. Well, I want to be conscious of your time, but thank you guys so much for sharing. And I want to get you guys some DealMachine swag. So, you live in the same city. I know you're in Florida right now, but you guys live in the same city, right? So if I give you one link, it can all be mailed to one. Is that okay?
Yes.
If you want to give it to Joseph, that'd be great.
Do you guys want a hat or a shirt?
Definitely a shirt.
I'll take a shirt.
I can't cover up this beautiful head.
No, you cannot.
You
cannot. 2 shirts. Okay, so I'm going to send you a link and it's going to show the prices, but it'll comp it all out at the end. So I know that is confusing, and anything you guys need from us, you guys have, Ryan, you have my email, but Joseph, feel free, and my phone number's at the bottom. So feel free to text if you guys need anything, but I want to follow up. And I'd love for you guys to be on, if you're interested, a live sometime to take people's questions if you're open to that at any time.
Yeah, I think that'd be great. We have a lot of adventures to share as well with this, all these appointments we've been going on. Hey, and Elise, thank you for all your videos. They're hilarious. Keep them coming.
Thank you so much, because it's definitely been that means the world to me. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Oh, you do great.
Thank you.
Great.
Perfect.
Sound good.
Awesome. Thank you so much, you guys, and have a great rest of your day, okay?
Yeah.
You too.